We'll be unboxing the AiMoonsa Mp3 player, and this is the 64GB version. And here we have a USB-A card reader. We have the included headphones and a USB-C and a USB-A cable for charging the device. And then we have the Mp3 player. It feels a little bit heavier than I thought it would. Has some weight to it. Here we have the power button, micro SD, is 64 gigabytes, volume up, volume down buttons. We have the USB-C connection, and I assume this is where the built-in microphone is, and a port for the headphones to connect. The display, which is a 1.8 inch backlit touchscreen. Okay, we're gonna go through a setup. I guess the middle is the enter button. So right now we're at different modes you can do. I guess we're gonna press left or right. So we got the ebook mode, folder, alarm, settings, Bluetooth, app, and music again. Here I have my Samsung 256 EVO Select, and it says the MP3 player supports 256. Make sure you put in the card like upside down. Let's check the folder. Right now it is scanning the folder. Okay, so it finished at 100%. So it scanned the contents of the folder and the different songs. The screen is not a touch screen. I was trying to why is it not working? This is the back button here. This is the menu button. Oh no, this is the delete button. Careful. Be very careful. Now we're looking at alarm. If we select it, it lets us know if we want the alarm off or on. Then we have add alarm. Then the hours and minutes. We go into settings. We have the language already, English. The date and time. We can set the format, year, month, day, or day, month, year. We have to set the time manually. Key light. Oh, not sure. Brightness. So you can set the brightness and external sound if you want the speaker on or off. Then we have the backlight timer. Always on. Backlight timer. You can have it go off for a minute. Every minute. Screensaver off or on. Screensaver on in 20 seconds. It'll shut down if you're not being used. It shuts down after 5 minutes. Time shut down. In case you want to just have it shut off after a certain amount of time. You can have it set. Information. Storage status. We have a 256 card in there, but of course, with the things that are inside and during the format. And we got the factory settings. Want to restore the factory settings? No. Update playlist. Now we don't have to update it at the moment. Then formatting the SD card. So we're going to connect my Bluetooth. Bluetooth is on. We're going to look for paired devices. Alright, we're going to be connecting my Shox Open Run Pro 2 Mini. I'm going to look for available devices. Now it's doing a search. Or do I need to make it search? Alright, yeah, you gotta make it do the search. Open Run Pro 2 is connected. Alright, so when the song is playing, I pressed up and it causes the song to speed up. I press down, it causes the song to slow down. And it goes all the way to -9 or -9. And it goes really slow. So if you want to skip to the next song, you just press it once and it goes to the next song. One tap to the left and it goes back. You will press and hold right if you wanted to fast forward. And if you want to go backwards, you hold it down to the left. You pause it by pressing it, and unpause by pressing it again. If you press the menu button, well, first let's check the variable speed so we get the control from fast to slower. Then we got play mode, so we get to loop all, shuffle, loop single, or sequential play. Then we have bookmark. You can create a bookmark of the where you wanted to stop and come back to, and then create a playlist. Then equalizer. Doesn't seem no manual equalizer. Next option is app, where you can look at pictures, radio, recorder, or last played song. FM, we're at the last played, and the recorder. Because at the angle, it's hard to see. So you're going to have it a very short window of your viewing angle. So right now it's scanning for pictures. And then once it's finished, it's going to have a list of pictures. I think the max limit of pictures is 5,000. Or maybe I just exactly have 5,000 pictures in here. Of course, the quality is not going to be very good. Very blurry or pixelated and tiny. Because it's not really meant to be a like an MP4 player. Then we have FM. It says that radio needs to be plugged in with an antenna. Should work with the headphones here. Let's go to the local radio station. Oh, we hear it. Audio's not too bad with the headphones. They're headphones. They work good as intended. Now let's do recorder. We have the start voice recording. We have the recording library. High quality. We got the normal record and VAD. The voice control recording means it'll only record when it hears you talking, and then it's just gonna stop once you stop talking. Then it's going to, let's go for last played. And it's loud enough for me, so it should be plenty loud for everyone else. But I did notice that when I start moving the headphones, it starts staticking, like it's not getting a good connection. So I'm not sure if it's just the headphones connection that is bad, or just not connecting well, or if it's the device itself. So I'm gonna try my other headphones. it looks like it was the headphones causing the static, because I'm moving the connection, and it seems like it's clear, it's good, no issue. So I don't think it was the MP3 player causing the bad connection. So just take note of that. It sounds fine. I'm using my Audio Technica ATH M50X. All right. I'm back on my Bluetooth and my multifunction button on my Up and Run Pro 2 Mini. The multifunction button can help control play and pause the music. I'm not sure if it's going to be this way for all ebooks, but just from a regular text file, you can see some of the text, and then it goes back to folder. And we're going to test the transfer rate of a file, but we won't be using the included USB-A and USB-C cable. We're going to try to get the maximum file transfer with my USB to USB connected to my computer. Alright, I did a quick test on how there are different ways to transfer files onto the MP3 player. You can use the cable, the USB-A to USB-C, and connect it to your PC. And then we have the USB-A and then the card reader. You just put the card in this way. If you forget how the card goes in, just look for the little label here, and then the label you see on the top, and the card goes in. I tried testing connecting a USB-C to USB-C to my computer, but it did not work. I tried different cables, so I think it just doesn't read a USB-C to USB-C, and it has to be a USB-C to USB-A type cable. But I also noticed that when you connect a USB-A to USB-C onto the PC to transfer the files, it transferred very slow. I tried to transfer 2 gigabytes, just one file, just to give it a test, and it would take about a little bit over 30 minutes, somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour was how long it was going to take. It seemed like it was going to take about maybe 45 minutes. But when I was transferring the file straight to the card itself with the card reader, then it seemed that it could transfer it in about 3 minutes. So 2 gigabytes and about a little bit over 3 minutes to transfer. So I would recommend using the card reader. So what files are compatible with this MP3 player? Of course, it will play MP3, but it also plays WAV files, FLAC, AAC, OGG, and WMA, or the Windows Media Audio, the ACELP, and I think that's it, and APE files. As you can see, the device is very portable and small, about half the size of my palm. And one of the reasons why you would want an MP3 player is, let's say you're going to a place that doesn't have Wi-Fi because you're used to streaming services, and you're just not going to have a good connection, so you're not going to really have any way to access music. So you can just use this as an offline player. Or maybe the power goes out and the Wi-Fi is out, and you don't want to drain your phone's power. You'll be able to use this as a backup until the power comes back on. And you're probably also wondering, well, what about my playlist? Well, if you use a certain streaming services like Spotify, there are ways to download your playlist. There is help out there to help you download your playlist. One of the top 3 reasons why I wanted to get an MP3 player is because some certain services are going to require you to upload your ID to use the services, and then not including the fact that you're paying monthly or yearly for the services. So why not just invest in an MP3 player? So I just wanted to get started with something small. But in the future, there are other MP3 players that also play uh, MP4 files, video files, and I just don't want to use my phone uh, just to, save on battery life, and maybe I'm doing other things on my phone, and it's just, or if I want to work and I'm scared of just damaging my phone, no matter how many cases I have on or screen protectors, it's just something I don't have to worry too much about. And so there are better ones out there, very nicer, has more features, but I just wanted something really simple. And this has been the AiMoonsa MP3 player.